expression for gain. Expression for gain of fuzzy phase shift oscillator. Put a heading, expression for gain. Expression for expression for gain. So the imaginary part is equals to 0. We said that the imaginary part is equals to 0, right? And the beta is equals to 1 by 1 minus 5 alpha square, right? Yes or no? Where you know it alpha is equals to root 6. Yes or no? Alpha is equals to root 6. Substitute that alpha value, then you will get it the beta. 1 minus 5 into 6. Alpha square is nothing but 6. That equals to 1 by 1 minus 30. Then that equals to 1 by minus 29. Beta is equals to 1 by minus 29. Okay, if we keep mod beta, then we will get 1 by 29. Okay, so this is the beta value and alpha is equals to root 6. For sustained oscillations, A beta is greater than or equal to 1. For sustained oscillations, A beta is greater than or equals to 1. You know the beta value, right? You know the beta value. Or you need to send, here we want to find out gain, A value. A is greater than or equals to 1 by mod beta. Mod A equals to, mod A greater than or equals to 1 by 29. That equals to mod A equals to, mod A is greater than or equals to 29. So this is the beta value, this is the alpha value, and this is the expression for gain. This is the expression for gain. So for sustained oscillations, mod A beta is greater than or equals to 1. Then mod A is equals to mod A is greater than or equals to 1 by mod B. You know the mod beta. You know the beta value 1 by 29. Substitute 1 by 29 in that equation. Then you will get it the expression for gain mod A is greater than or equals to 29. For oscillations, for oscillations, for oscillations to occur, a gain of amplifier, for oscillations to occur, gain of amplifier or op-amp must be equals to 29 or greater than 29. So the gain value must be equals to 29 for amplifier. For amplified gain is equals to 29 or greater than 29, and which can be adjusted using the resistor RF and R1 what we have in the amplifier circuit. What we have in the amplifier circuit. Is it clear? So we have an amplifier circuit and feedback circuit, right? We have two networks in the RC phase shift oscillator. So in the top one is indicates that amplifier, and the below one indicates that feedback network. For feedback network, we calculating the frequency of oscillations. F is equals to 1 by 2 pi RC root 6. Okay. For amplifier, you need to find out the expression for gain. A is equals to 29 or A greater than 29. Okay, as well as you need to find out beta value. Beta is equals to 1 by 29. Is it clear? I think you don't have any doubt in the expression for gain and frequency of oscillations. Is it right? Please respond. The next, advantages and disadvantages. Advantages and disadvantages of RC phase shift oscillator. Put a heading advantages. Advantages. The first advantage, this circuit is simple to design. Simple to design. Simple to design. This circuit is simple to design. Produce output over AF range. Produce output over AF range. The next point, produce sinusoidal waveform as output. Sinusoidal as the output. Sinusoidal as the output. Then next last advantage is it is fixed frequency oscillator. Fixed frequency oscillator. It is fixed frequency oscillator. First one is The first advantage is the circuit simple to design, and the second one is produce output over AF range. Then the third one is produce sinusoidal waveform as a output. And the fourth one is it is fixed frequency oscillator. It is fixed frequency oscillator. Coming to disadvantages. 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 First point, the frequency stability is poor. Frequency stability is poor. Frequency stability is poor. Due to the change in values of various components. We are going to changing the values, changing values of various components. Due to offset of temperature, aging and so on. Due to offset of temperature, aging and so on. Okay, this is the disadvantage. The frequency stability is poor due to the change in values of various components due to offset of temperature, aging and so on. On the next, we need to see the problem. We need to see the one problem for that. RC phase shift oscillator. Okay. Write down the problem. For an RC phase shift oscillator circuit, all of you write down the problem. For an RC phase shift oscillator circuit, with identical phase shift networks of R equals to 10K, 10 kilo ohm, C equals to 0.01 microfarad used. For an RC phase shift oscillator circuit with identical phase shift network of R is equals to 10 kilo ohm, C equals to 0.01 microfarad used. Determine the frequency of oscillations. Determine the frequency of oscillations F. We need to find out frequency of oscillations of RC phase shift oscillator. Of RC phase shift oscillator. What is the formula for frequency of oscillations F equals to 1 by 1 by 2 pi 2 by RC root 6. Substitute the R and C values in this equation. 2 pi into R means 10K. 10 into 10 cube. 10K. This is in terms of ohms. This is a 10 into 10 cube ohms into 0.01 into 10 to the power of minus 6. It equals to, simplify the expression, but you will get it into root 6. Don't forget. And then what you will get it here? You need to do the calculation. After doing the calculation, you will get it the 6.497 kilohertz. This is the frequency of oscillations. Okay, like that the examiner will ask the question from the RC phase shift oscillator. Okay, is it clear? Respond anyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. The next topic is Wien bridge oscillator. Put a heading, Wien bridge oscillator. Wien bridge oscillator. Wien bridge oscillator. First, we need to draw the diagram for this Wien bridge oscillator. First you need to draw the circuit diagram. After that you need to draw the bridge network. Okay. Sorry. Here you need to take capacity. You need to draw the here resistor and capacitor RC. This is the R1, C1, how to connect it to here, non-inverting input terminal of the op amp. This is the feedback resistor RF, this is the R1, this you need to connect to 0, sorry ground. Here you will get it the output P0. So this is indicates that the feedback network. This indicates the feedback circuit. This indicates the feedback circuit. This is the feedback circuit. This is amplifier circuit. This is the amplifier. This is the amplifier. So we have another widely used audio frequency oscillator is the Wien bridge oscillator. Okay, this is the Wien bridge oscillator circuit. This is the feedback circuit and this is the amplifier circuit. So for this we need to draw the bridge network. We need to draw the bridge network. And draw the bridge network with the help of op amp only you need to draw. Here you need to take R1 and C1. This is R2 C2. We need to write. Don't forget R2 C2. Okay. All done. Here you need to take resistor, here you need to take R. This is the R1 C1. Now we need to take RC R2 C2. Sorry, this is the one only. R1 C1. This is the R2 C2. So this is feedback resistor RF. This is the one more resistor R1. Or you need to assume that this is the R3, no problem at all. Assume that this is the R3. Okay. Actually this is the R1 only. For the sake of you only I am writing here R3. So right. So this bridge network is connecting in feedback network. So in the feedback network only you need to connect your bridge circuit or bridge network. Here we are getting the output. Here we are getting output V0. Here you need to apply minus VE. Here you need to apply plus VCC. And from this is the feedback network. This is the positive terminal of the op-amp. Here we have a negative terminal which is connecting to this terminal. And this is connecting to ground. Okay, so this is impedance Z1. This is impedance Z2. This R2, C2, Z2. Okay. So here we have a feedback. Voltage VF. Okay. And assume that this is the loop A. And here we have a beta. So this is a bridge network. Bridge network. Bridge network. And this total bridge is nothing but this is a feedback network. Feedback network. So in this the phase shift is 0 degrees or 360 degrees. So in the amplifier we have 180 degrees phase shift, in the feedback we have 180 degrees. So total is 360 degrees or 0 degrees. Okay, let us assume if the bridge is in imbalanced condition. The bridge in balanced condition. The phase shift is 0 or 360 degrees. If the bridge is in balanced state only, then you will get it the phase shift is 0. If the bridge is in not in balanced state, what will happen? First we need to see the Wien bridge circuit which is connected between the amplifier input and output terminal. So in the Wien bridge circuit which is connected between the amplifier input and output terminal. Here we have the feedback network is called lead lag. Here we have a feedback network. First you need to see the first diagram. This one, the first one. First you need to assume that this one, the first circuit. So in that the feedback network is called as a lead lag network. While at low frequencies, this act as like a lead. While at a high frequency, it act as a like lag network. So if we have a low frequency signal, which will be act as a lead. If we have a high frequency signal, this will be act as a lag network. Okay, here you have the feedback network. Will act as a lead lag network. So the feedback signal, here we have the feedback signal in this circuit is connected to non-inverting input terminal. The feedback network is connecting to this circuit. The feedback signal is connecting to this circuit to non-inverting input terminal. So the op-amp is working as a non-inverting amplifier. So the op-amp will act as a non-inverting amplifier. Thus, the feedback network need not provide any phase shift. The feedback network need not to provide any. The feedback network need not provide any phase shift. The Wien bridge has series RC network. The Wien bridge has act as series RC network in one arm and parallel RC network in adjoining arm. You need to see the bridge network. In that the feedback network need not to provide any phase shift here, 0 degrees only. So the Wien bridge has series RC network in one arm. So in the one arm you need to see that this will be act as a series network, and here we have a parallel RC network in adjoining arm. And here we have the resistor R3 and RF are connecting in remaining two arms. Here the resistors R3 and RF are connected in remaining two arms. So the condition of zero phase shift around the circuit, is achieved by balancing the bridge. The condition of zero phase shift around the circuit is achieved by balancing bridge, which means that if the bridge is in balanced state, then you will get it the zero phase shift. If it is not in balance, it is in unbalanced, then the bridge will be generating the phase shift. Okay, up to now circuits there is no doubt at all, right? Then we need to do the analysis. So up to this circuit analysis there is no doubt, right? Now we need to do the analysis for these two circuits. We need to do the analysis for these two circuits. We need to do the analysis. Fine. Yeah. Shall I close this slide?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Next, put a heading analysis. Analysis. I think all of you know that the gain of non-inverting amplifier A is equals to 1 plus RF by R1. Yes or no? The gain of operational amplifier, non-inverting operational amplifier is, tell me Nana, gain A equals to gain A is equals to 1 plus RF by for non-inverting operational amplifier. You need to remember the gain of operational amplifier given by A is equals to 1 plus RF by R1 for non-inverting operational amplifier. Here we have a feedback factor beta. You need to see the diagram. In that we have a feedback factor. Feedback factor beta. Feedback factor beta. Feedback factor beta is equals to Vf by V naught. Feedback voltage by output voltage. Okay, Vf is nothing but impedance of the output impedance by input impedance plus output impedance. Parallel impedance by series and parallel impedance. Then you need to write Z1, whereas Z1 is equals to R1 plus 1 by SC1. Simplify this. 1 plus SR1 C1 by R1 C1 by SC1. This is for Z1. What about Z2? Tell me fast. Z2 is equals to R2 C2. Both are in parallel to each other. Then what you will get it? R2 into 1 by SC2 by R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Like that you need to apply the formula. 1 plus SR2 C2 by SC2. This SC2 is going to cancel. Then you will get it the simplified expression R2 by 1 plus SR2 C2. Substitute these two values in the beta equation, feedback factor. Substituting the Z1 and Z2 values, what you will get it? Beta is equals to R2 by 1 plus SR2 C2 by 1 plus SR1 C1 by SC1 plus R2 by 1 plus SR2 C2. simplify this expression that equals to, so here what will happen, this R2 by 1 plus S R2 C2. Here we will get it the one more denominator, SC1 into 1 plus S R2 C2. So this term will be going to cancel. Here we are getting 1 plus SR1 C1 into 1 plus SR2 C2 plus R2 into 1 plus S R1 and C1. Okay. Sorry, we don't have that term. SC1 only we are getting that. R2 into SC1 we are getting here. I means here we have only SC1, right? So this is the expression. Okay, then you need to simplify. Simplify the expression. SR2 C1. In the denominator we are getting maximum terms. SR2 C1 divided by these terms you need to write here. 1 plus you need to take common S first from both two terms. Sorry, from three terms. Write down R1 C1 plus R2 C2. If you take common S plus R2 C1 plus we have a square terms also, S square R1 R2 C1 C2, S square R1 R2 C1 C2. Okay, now I am going to shaving this. We will keep on 7. So in the next class we will continue the remaining derivation part.